If you've ever struggled to unwind at night, you know how frustrating it can be to find something that actually helps. I've tried everything from herbal teas to sleep supplements, but I've always been a little hesitant about relying on pills long-term. That's why I was intrigued when I came across Earthley Magnesium Goodnight Lotion. A lotion that helps with sleep? It sounded almost too simple, but also worth trying. So I decided to use it consistently and see what would happen. This is based entirely on my personal experience, including what worked, what didn't, and whether I'd actually recommend it. Real quick before we get into the rest of this review, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can get notified when new videos come out about natural remedies. Also, look in the description below this video to take a closer look at Earthley Magnesium Goodnight Lotion and claim a coupon code for you to use. My sleep issues aren't extreme, but they're definitely noticeable. I tend to take a while to fall asleep, feel mentally wired at night, and wake up occasionally during the night. I'd heard that magnesium can help with relaxation and sleep, but oral supplements didn't always sit well with me, so the idea of a topical magnesium lotion felt like a great alternative. Earthley's version stood out because of its clean ingredient list and its claim to be gentle enough for daily use, even for kids. That gave me confidence to try it regularly. When I first opened the jar, a few things stood out right away. The texture is thick and creamy, similar to a body butter. It feels rich but not overly heavy. Once applied, it absorbs surprisingly well and doesn't leave a greasy layer behind. I chose the original version with lavender, and the scent was light and calming, not overpowering or artificial. It actually made the experience feel more like part of a relaxing nighttime routine. Application was simple. I used a small, pea-sized amount and applied it to my legs about 10 to 15 minutes before bed. During the first few days, I didn't notice a dramatic change in my sleep. However, I did notice something subtle. The act of applying the lotion itself became a signal to my body that it was time to wind down. It helped me mentally shift out of busy mode and into a more relaxed state. I also felt a slight calming effect physically, especially in my legs. It wasn't strong, but it was noticeable. By the second week, I started to see more consistent changes. I was falling asleep a little faster than usual, and I didn't feel as restless when I got into bed. Normally, my mind tends to race at night, but that feeling seemed to be less intense. Another thing I noticed was that my body felt more relaxed overall, especially after long days. It was like some of that built-up tension was being released. By week 3, the benefits became much more noticeable. My sleep wasn't just slightly better, it was more consistent. I wasn't waking up as often during the night, and when I did, I fell back asleep more easily. I also started waking up feeling more refreshed, which is something I hadn't realized I was missing until it changed. It wasn't a dramatic, overnight transformation, but it felt like my sleep quality had gradually improved in a natural and sustainable way. One thing I didn't expect was how helpful this lotion would be beyond sleep. I started using it occasionally on areas where I felt tension, like my legs or shoulders, and it seemed to help with muscle tightness and post-workday fatigue. It created a general sense of physical relaxation that made a difference, especially on stressful days. It's also nice knowing that it's not just a nighttime product. You can use it during the day for muscle discomfort or tension without worrying about feeling drowsy. There are a few things that really stood out to me after using this consistently. One of the biggest was not having to take pills. It felt easier, more natural, and something I could actually stick with. I also appreciated the clean ingredient list. There were no unnecessary additives or harsh chemicals, which made me feel comfortable using it daily. It's gentle enough for regular use and even safe for kids, which makes it a great option for families. Another benefit is that it helped me build a routine. The simple act of applying it each night became part of a calming ritual, which I think played a big role in improving my sleep. And finally, I love that it's multi-purpose. It's not just for sleep, it also supports relaxation and muscle comfort, which makes it more valuable overall. Of course, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. This is not an instant solution. You won't apply it once and suddenly have perfect sleep. It works best when used consistently over time. Also, because it uses natural ingredients, the texture can sometimes change slightly if it gets too warm. You might notice small beads forming, but this doesn't affect how it works. And if you're not a fan of lavender, you may want to choose one of the other versions available. Based on my experience, this product is best for people who are looking for a natural way to improve sleep, especially if they deal with mild restlessness or stress at night. It's also a great option if you don't tolerate oral magnesium well, or if you're trying to avoid supplements altogether. It works especially well for anyone who wants to build a better nighttime routine and create a more relaxing environment before bed. However, if you're looking for a strong, instant sleep aid, this might not be what you're looking for. It's more of a gradual, supportive solution rather than a quick fix. So, would I recommend Earthley Magnesium Goodnight Lotion? Yes, I would. What I appreciate most is that it works gently and consistently, rather than forcing quick results. It helped me improve my sleep in a way that felt natural and sustainable. It's not a miracle cure, but it's a reliable and effective tool that fits easily into a nightly routine. If you're looking for a simple, natural way to support better sleep and relaxation, this is definitely worth trying. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next one.